No, look, I think exits is, as an African private equity fund manager or investor, it has to be the first thing, one of the first things you think about when you go into a transaction or you're evaluating it. And the jury is out in Africa because of the infancy, really, of the market for private equity in Africa. While there have been some great headliner recent stories, if you look at the amount of data that's available to talk about exits, on a percentage basis, a lot more investment that has been exit to date, and particularly successful exit. And that's one of the challenges because you take a traditional private equity model from the West, the US and Europe, the exits are the local stock market. And then the canned answer for most GPs when we're marketing is to say strategic sale. But when you look at the African data and the reality of the systematic reality here is that there's only 2 to 3 stock markets in Africa that could provide a reasonable exit for a sizable private equity transaction. That's the first challenge. The second challenge is that strategics are often not necessarily buyers of African private equity, they're competitors. As a matter of fact, the strategics have been here a lot longer than African private equity's been around, so they understand the risk, they understand the players in the market, and obviously they have a sector expertise in the areas that they operate that the private equity shops don't. So while the canned answer is that strategics present an exit opportunity, they're really more of a competitor. And one of the keys around African private equity exits is to figure out how to partner with strategics, understand what they need, and being able to really take risk that they aren't willing to take and grow, which typically is a size risk. And so I think that speaks to the opportunity that the exit challenge presents, which is to develop the small to medium-sized investment opportunities that a private equity player can add value to and grow, and then hand off to the strategic player.